Welcome or welcome back to all of my feisty friends. This is Fiesty Needle here on the Floss Tube, where we talk about lots of things cross stitch and also new product that is in my online shop, FiestyNeedle.com. My name is Tona, also known as the Fiesty Stitcher on Instagram, along with Fiesty Needle, obviously, on Instagram, Facebook, here on YouTube. While you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the little bell, get all the notifications if you haven't already. As I mentioned, Fiesty Needle is an online cross-stitch shop based out of the suburbs of Minneapolis in Minnesota, with the goal of eventually becoming a brick and mortar store. This is, I believe, episode 6. It's either 6 or 7. Season 1, episode 6 or 7. Do I look a little sunburned to you? Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, so I'm not in my normal location. I'm actually coming to you from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We are out here this weekend for my daughter, my youngest daughter, our youngest daughter, for her softball tournament. She's going to be a senior next year, so this is her very last club tournament of her career, unless for some reason she changes her mind and actually decides to play next summer after her senior year. But at this point, I don't really see that as being something that she's going to pursue. So I brought all my stuff with me. I brought my ring light, I brought my tripod for my phone, I brought all the things, all my new charts, all the projects. I've worked on like 4. So it sounds really dramatic, doesn't it? It's not. So I brought all that stuff with, and hopefully we can get through all that in good time today. A little life update. I'm going to just flip my little page here. I think it's been about a month since my last floss tube. I have done a couple of stitching days in Burnsville. There is a couple of gals or a small group that meets at the Panera Bread every other Tuesday in Burnsville. Any type of handcraft. So we've got some knitters, we've got some cross stitchers, crocheters, or maybe just knitters. You know, just like when people say, oh, cross stitch, is that like sewing? It's not. I'm kind of that way with knitting and crochet. I don't know the difference. Sorry, Janelle, and all you people who do those things. I'm just stuck in my cross stitch world. I'm so sorry. But I'm super excited when you guys do things like that because I think it's beautiful. It's just not my jam, and that's okay. So I've done a couple of those days. I did miss the last one just with my work schedule and things going on. I wasn't able to get down there. In 2 weeks, I will be going to Welcome Weekend at Welcome Stitchery in Blue Earth. I'm so excited. If you're interested, if you're in Minnesota, Iowa, South Dakota, or you want to travel, Welcome Weekend is a really awesome way to spend a couple of days with some fellow stitchers. It is a Friday, Saturday event, 9th and 10th and 11th. I don't remember what those dates are, but it's that weekend, 2-day event. There's no fee for it. There are a couple of hotels in Blue Earth that you're able to stay at. I've not stayed at the hotel. We've always done an Airbnb in the area. This time it will be Janelle and I going, and just the 2 of us. A couple of our friends that normally go are not able to make it this time, so that's okay. We're gonna fly solo. I think we'll survive. Maybe I'll make her film a floss tube with me when we're there. We shall see. We'll see how many cocktails we have and if that's ends up being a possibility. But I'm super excited about that. And then we've been really busy with softball lately. Like I mentioned, Noelia is playing in her last club tournament of her career, so of the summer. We were in Des Moines a while back. God, was that a month ago already? Basically, we've played every weekend except for the 4th of July and last weekend since school got out, whether it was local in the Minneapolis area or if we were out of state. It's been an okay season. The families that we play with or that she plays with are great families, so it's always nice to be able to spend time with people that are at least decent, right? Because you never know what you're going to get on those teams. While we've been in South Dakota, I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get over to Shanty Stitchers. I wanted to go today, but then decided that I'd stay back at the Airbnb and film a floss tube instead of heading down there. But depending on how bracket play looks tomorrow, I will try to head down there. It's about 45 minutes south of here. I was there last year, but we only got to hang out for like an hour, and that just wasn't enough time. So hopefully I'm able to make it over tomorrow. One of the moms on the team is a needlepointer, and we have yesterday we went to Barbara's Needlepoint here in Sioux Falls, and what a fantastic store. I was drooling over their floss and their threads. It reminded me a lot of what Stitchville used to have and their assortment. But I will insert a picture here of this stitching table. Was amazing. Anyone who's close to me knows that one of the reasons I want to have a brick and mortar is not only because I'm obsessed with cross stitch, but is really to bring community together, and what a great way to do it. And this stitching table is amazing. I would like to just pack it in my trunk and take it with me. Obviously that can't happen because it's too big, but nonetheless, it is amazing. I would say you can probably get 12 to 14 people around there, depending on how much you like each other. And what a fun experience. So, what else? Sioux Falls, Barbara's needlework. Yeah, I mean, it's just been a lot of nothing, but a lot of busy, I guess you could say. So anyway, let's get into my projects. So I think I've shown this before. Teresa Kogut. I love Teresa Kogut stuff. It's so interesting. I have so many of her patterns, but I haven't stitched a lot of them. I don't know why, but nonetheless, this isn't a regular cross stitch pattern. This is punch needle. I received this in the box that we had gotten in the fall 2023, 22 or 23. It had to have been 23. Fall 2023 retreat at Primitive Gatherings, and this was one of the patterns that we received. So this is Bittersweet Bird. My first endeavor with punch needle. I'm actually using Valdani. So I have it in this little bowl. All these beautiful let me just take them out. That's probably way easier, right? These beautiful Valdani threads. I really enjoy punching off of these because it just unwinds with you and you don't have to do any pre-work. So I kind of feel lazy when I do that, but that's okay. I keep it in this cool little, all my Valdanis in this cool little bowl, and I have this little coaster on top of it, but I have to show you the coaster. It's one of my favorites. I don't use coasters for practical things. I use them for fun things. So anyhow, what I've really liked about punch needle is it's definitely a palette cleanse. This is the back. It is so simple if you screw up to just rip that out and put it back in. So then on the front, that's what you're getting. Those Valdani threads and the variegation. And I know that we a lot of times say there are no rules in cross stitch. Well, there's like one rule in punch needle, and that's that you have to hold the needle in the right direction, otherwise you're going to split your thread. But other than that, go with in whatever direction you want to. Make those threads look however you want to. But yeah, it's been a fun palette cleanse. At a tournament a couple weeks ago, I thought it would be like a really good idea to punch needle at the fields. I'm like, oh, this will be so easy. It's not. Don't do it at the fields. It was not easy. It got in the way. It got caught on things. I'm better off cross-stitching at the fields than I am punch needling. That is for certain. But, you know, sometimes I got to learn the hard way, so that's okay too. Luminous Fiber Arts is the next item I've been stitching on. It's called Gathering Clover. I think I've stitched on this since the last time we spoke. I'm doing the called for Classic Colorworks Belsois in collard greens. Beautiful variegation on it. I think I only put in like one row on this, so don't laugh. It's just what it is. I love it. The whole Gathering series from Luminous Fiber Arts is amazing. I've done 3 other pieces. They're nice, easy travel pieces. They're nice fill-in pieces. I've really enjoyed doing them. Eventually, when I fully finish them, I think I'm going to do like little mini frames, but I've kind of gone back and forth if I want to do flat folds or if I want to do mini frames, or I don't know. I don't fully finish anything, it seems like, anymore. So, you know, I got grandiose plans that the execution isn't always fantastic. Okay, the next one is Colors of Spring by Historic Stickmuster. And the colors on this, I started this about a year ago. I got this pattern from Justine down at Welcome Stitchery. And I just went with DMCs. Easily could have done a color change on something like a variegated or even a silk would have been pretty. I love working with silks. But I have gotten like 1 3/4 done on these. And yeah, I'll have to apologize. I'm not talking about fabrics today because I forgot to write them down. I have them on a list at home and I just did not bring that list with, so you'll have to forgive me. Check out that needle minder. I like me a good 4-letter word, so that's always fun. These are super great. They're like 25 by 25, or they're 625 total. So it kind of feels like little mini starts and finishes. You get going on one and you're like, oh, I only have like 4 rows left. Then you get those 4 rows done. You're like, oh, I can start another box. That'd be super easy. I'll just start another box. So yeah. The next pattern that I'm working on is not a well-known pattern. Originally, this designer I saw in Stitchville, USA in Minnetonka, Minnesota, before they closed, RIP Stitchville. And this was the pattern that I saw stitched up on a model there. It's called Nice Snowflakes. It's by Filigram. And I actually completed that pattern quite a while ago. It's one of my favorites that I've ever done. I think it is so stinking cute. And I like that the snowmen aren't just 3 snowballs stuck on top of each other in perfect precision. There's some nice variety to it. So I had ordered the other 2, Welcome Winter and Christmas and Snowflakes. So Christmas and Snowflakes is the pattern that I'm working on right now for Christmas in July or winter in July, however you want to acknowledge that. So I am about 100% done with this part. I only have a little bit of 3865 that needs to go in, but I ran out while I was here in Sioux Falls. So I'm working on some of the other colors because I kind of don't really want to go buy more 3865 when I know I have probably 75 skeins at home. So let's be honest, I don't need to go buy more. So I will work on other colors while I'm here, but here's how far I am. Again, this is Christmas and Snowflakes by Filigram. I am using the called for DMC colors. And the white doesn't show up super great on this, but it's not terrible in person. So I'm okay with that. Something super cool and exciting, all 3 of these patterns are available at FiestyNeedle.com. There's also a Dinky Dyes silk pack that's available to go with them. So if you want to get on the not so common train with me, that would be, oh, here's the colors, if that helps. They're more muted, not your traditional winter snowy colors. I like it. All right, I have piles of stuff here. Some of these are new designers to the shop. Some of them are some restocks. Not many are restocks. I know I've got a couple of restocks, but I think I might have put some of them aside since you've already seen that I have them. The first that I have here is by Annabella's. I've got 4 patterns in the shop, excuse me, 3 patterns in the shop for her. Cottage Core Cross Stitch is Annabella's design name, I believe is how that's working out. So first of all, we've got Summer Goose. These are just leaflets, which is super fun. Kind of go like that, but then I'm going to go like that, so you kind of get an idea. Everything's on one page, super easily listed on the back. Nice solid print, colored chart, which is great. I love me a solid color chart. Summer Flowers, which is strawberry and strawberry plant. So cute. And then Summer Cottage. Check out those shutters, little checkered shutters. It's just great. I love the details in it. Again, those are Annabella's Cottage Core Cross Stitch, available at FiestyNeedle.com. I've got a new chart, new to us chart in from Kathy Barrick, Stars in My Garden. Oh, I should have talked about this on my life updates. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm obsessed. Obsessed. Almost as much as cross stitch obsessed with our bird feeder that has a camera on it. I had asked for it for Christmas and I didn't set it up until maybe May, and we have gotten such cool birds. In fact, as I'm sitting here recording, I'm getting notifications. There's a bird at your bird feeder, or there's movement at your bird feeder. And we have had very few squirrels. We've had golden finch, male and female, cardinals, male and female, house finch, male and female. We had oh God, a wren today. We've had an indigo bunting visit us every day for the last week. I mean, it's so fun. I'm like, oh, what can we see now? This morning, I got woke up at 6 o'clock that there was movement at the bird feeder and there was a squirrel, and I was not happy. So you can talk through to the camera. So I started yelling at the squirrel and he went away, and he came back twice, and I yelled at him again and again, and then he didn't come back anymore. So I feel like that was successful. Anyway, if you want some fantastic entertainment, get yourself a bird feeder with a camera, and I promise you won't be disappointed. For pointers on what kind of seed to buy, you just let me know, because Jessica, must have been stitching, gave me some great ideas on how to keep the squirrels away. And up until like 3 days ago, it was fine. It was like I put it out there into the universe that we haven't had squirrels, and then they showed up. So anyway, that's my side note. Stars in My Garden, Kathy Barrick. Beautiful. Love that bird. I don't know what kind of bird that's supposed to be, but that's okay. Dirty Annie's. I've got 3 new patterns in from Dirty Annie's. We've got Crawfish Queen. Off with their heads. Crawfish Queen. I brought these in at the request of Jenny, the quilt junkie. She's the one who has done the project rolls on the website. She's amazing. Love her. If you don't follow her yet, you should. Go do that right now and then come back and hit play. Okay, thanks. Rudolph. Crawfish with lights. I mean, it's ridiculous. And it's so awesome. And then Big Deal. Big Deal comes with, I think they're Mill Hill beads. No, Miyuki beads. 663 and 1135. Big deal. You can see the beads there. Easily make that say I'm kind of a big deal. That would be pretty fun too. Got a couple of, oh, this is really fun. I've got a couple of patterns in from Tiny Modernist, but I received another order with about 13 different patterns that I haven't gotten onto the website yet. So there will be more Tiny Modernists coming that I'll be posting, some new, some older stuff. I love Tiny Modernist. Her stuff is amazing. These two that I have in are both new patterns. Super simple little booklet patterns. They're great, super easy to stitch. The first one is the Thread Keeper. And if you don't like those colors, change them out. That's what makes this craft so good. There's only 4 colors in there. So if you are not comfortable with changing out colors yet, this is a great way to start. The next is Eat, Stitch, and Be Merry. Love the holly berry and all the fun colors there. 2, 4, 6, 7 colors on this one, and only like 3.5 by 5. So nice and tiny. This other one, the Thread Keeper, is 5 by 5 on 14, 4 by 4 on 18 count. So a quick stitch. Love me some Tiny Modernist. Next one is Lila's Studios. We've got Spirit of Christmas sets 1 and 2. Set 1 says Rejoice, Love, and Faith. These finished at 40 count, or, well, 40 count, they're basically 2 3/4 square. 18 count, they're like 3 1/4 square. And then set 2 is Joy, Noel, and Peace. And then a snowman with some birds. These would make fantastic ornaments, dough bowl fillers, whatever tickles your fancy. You can notice that there's a border on there. You could just extend the border and do all 4 pieces together as well. You could do all 8 pieces together. You do you, boo. There's no rules in cross stitch, right? The next one is Season's Blessings from Lila Studios. I've got Blessings and then Blessings 2. Blessings, the first one is got Fall and Winter. So we've got a cardinal and a crow. And these are about 3 1/4 by 3 1/2 on 40 count. So again, if you wanted to put all 4 together, you could easily do that. Here is Blessings 2 with Summer and Spring. You've got the cardinal and the bluebird. I love it. Love them. And we're going to go through some more Lila Studios. I kind of was on a bee kick. This one says, the flower doesn't dream of the bee. It blooms and the bee comes. Check out the honeycomb with the bee on the left. I think it's your left that you're going to see that on. I don't know. On the side. And then the coneflower. Love it. So pretty. Save the bees. Plant these. Save the bees. Annuals, perennials, shrubs, trees, and herbs. Lila Studios, Save the Bees. Get a little bit of Quaker, a little bit of flower, a little bit of sampler. Check out the bee there. This guy over here. Love that. Flowers in the middle. Oh, just beautiful. This one is probably my favorite out of all of the Lila's Bees stuff. You know I love me a good Quaker. So this is the bee sampler. The black and the yellow together, the way that's finished, it's so fun. This is actually from 2015, so it's 10 years old, but certainly is withstanding the test of time. It is 188 by 84 stitches. So if you're on like 20 count or 40 count, it's going to be like 9 3/4 by 4 1/4 roughly. So much fun. Be your best self. This is 2 minis or 2 smalls in this. So you've got the queen bee in the round, which is 56 by 53, and Be Your Best Self 73 by 71. I really like the queen bee. I think that's awesome. They're both great though. This one is Where Love Resides. Home is where love resides. Oh, this is so pretty. I love the Quaker. So good. As Justine would say, I love it, I love it, I love it. Hi, Justine. Quaint Rose Needle Arts. I had gotten in the Quaint Quakers series. I got everything but fall before, and then when I did my last order, they were they had summer in. So this is summer. These are big. 188 by 168, so 13 by 11, 13 by 12 roughly. That's a big guy. She's a biggin. She's a biggin. All right, I love these guys. I have 2 others in this. This series doesn't have a name, but they're like just animals doing funky stuff. So the first here is Stars, Stripes, and Moo Linda. She's so ridiculous, but it's just done so good. Look at the flowers on her head. Melinda's pretty great. The only thing I'd say, Melinda's missing an udder. I feel like she needs an udder in there. If anybody stitches it and adds an udder, I'd like to see it, please. And then from Quaint Rose Needle Arts, Quilting Nanny. I mean, look at the bees with the scissors in her mouth. I mean, come on. These aren't as big as these samplers, about 122 by 169. So that's awesome. And you know what? That's a goat. All this time I thought it was like a donkey. That's a goat. Which makes way more sense because it's Nanny, right? But anyway, whatever animal you want to make it. Apparently it's a goat. It's the goat. All right. Boomerang Stitches. My girl Amity. Amity can be found on Instagram at Boomerang Stitches. She's also part of Hawthorne Stitchers. I was forgetting the name, with her sister Erin here on Flosstube. She has some new releases and they are fantastic. Snack-o-lantern. Stop. I don't know if this has gone national or not, but there was one of the police departments by us who found a raccoon that was following them around and then jumped in their squad car. And they named him Gerald before they took him to the rescue center. It's pretty cute. You should Google it because it'll steal your heart. It's pretty great. So anyway, here's Snack-o-lantern. Look at him. He's got suckers in his hands and everything. Amity, you're a freaking genius. Stitchy Bug. She's a genius with color and design, and she's so awesome, and I'm so glad I get to call her my friend because that makes my heart happy too. And I think this is my favorite out of all 3 of her new releases is the European Bee Eater. Oh God, look at those colors, you guys. Just amazing. Amity, seriously, out of the park. Out of the park. A home run. So good. So good. Yes, so good, Amity. I've got Little Dove Little Dove Designs. I do have a couple other Little Dove designs in the studio, on the website, for the love. This is Kaleidoscope of Butterflies. I'm clear over this next file, clearly on a butterfly kick. Summer has gotten a hold of me, apparently. That and birds, as normal, as per usual. Bugs, butterflies, birds, it's been all the things. So Kaleidoscope of Butterflies from Little Dove Designs. And if you wanted to pick something out of there and just do one, like, it's so good. This one is pretty big. It's about 8.5 by 12 on 14 or 18 count. Excuse me, 14 or 28 count. So obviously, if you want to skim that down a little bit, you could go with a bigger fabric. A quick pivot, we're going to throw in some Halloween here. Art Mishka cross stitch. I do have some more Art Mishka stuff that I'm bringing in as well. This is Halloween Ghost. It's 6 ornaments. I can't even with these guys. On a broom, with coffee, reading a book. I mean, he's on a skateboard. I love them. It's so funny because when I'm bringing stuff in, I'm like, oh, that screams that person, or that screams this person, and like each one of these, I look at it and I'm like, oh yeah, Janelle would love the coffee one. Oh yeah, Jenny would love the book one. You know, like it just so resonates with me when I can connect it to people. Oh, here's another Lila Studios. It's a big one. I'm sorry, this wasn't with my other pile of Lilas. So this is Peace on Earth, a winter Quaker sampler. This series has 3 other samplers in it. It is amazing, beautiful. Sheila had requested this chart, so we got that in for her. And I can't wait to see her progress. Sheila, here's looking at you. Did you start it yet? Come on. I know there's a stitch along going on with this. The Fiesty Stitcher, I believe, has started this. Sheila, are you done yet? Did you start it? No? No? I'm going to have to text Sheila and harass her. Anyway, that's all right. So on to all of the buggies. I've got Shannon Christine Designs with the red butterfly. I have a plan to work with one of my model stitchers to get these put together. We're going to stitch them. I'm not, she is. Jana's going to stitch them all as one piece. We're just trying to work out the kinks on a border. I was going to reach out to the designer and see if she had a border already made up for these 6, or if we should just figure it out ourselves, which we totally can. It won't be hard, but if somebody's already done the legwork, you know, that's always a bonus. So all these different colors. Sizes are the same on all of them. Oh, that's the same one I just showed you. 99 by 69. So the only one that I'm missing is yellow, because of course I put this order in and literally the next day it was announced, oh, here's the last one in the series, yellow. So I believe this one delivered to the house today. I got notification of a delivery, and I will get that one up and posted for you all as soon as I can. But yeah, there's the 6 colors. So we've got purple, blue, green, orange, and red, and then obviously yellow will be coming as well. Shannon Christine still, we've got red, white, and bloom. This is great. These little pots are awesome too. They would make great little pillows. You could flip the flag to the side and do that across the top of the planner. Take out the words and then have a little pillow, or you could even put the flag underneath. Run it from side to side. Sometimes it's hard for me to look at a chart and go, how do I pull one piece out and do something with it? Or how do I, particularly on like Christmas stuff, like thinking of Peace on Earth from Lila Studios, there's so much in here that you could easily turn into an ornament. Like the little cardinal Quaker, you could easily turn that into a Christmas ornament. you know? So you don't always have to do what it says. You don't always have to do the big stuff. You can pull some favorites out of there and go from there. Shannon Christine, I think I've got 3 more here, and we're getting into the bugs. Ladybug Love, this is one of her newer ones. I love it. It's so pretty. It's so cute and whimsical. I love the whimsy stuff. I really do. Bumblebee Buzz, another great one. These, I believe, are all the same size as well, 125 by 102. So that on 14 or 28 count, that would be about 9 by 7, 7.25 or something like that. And then Dragonfly Dreams. When I first saw this one is a little bit nostalgic for me. My grandma on my dad's side was a very, very talented quilter, and she would make these wonderful baby blankets for all of the kids and grandkids, and I would often recruit her to make baby quilts for friends of mine or coworkers, and she didn't charge enough, that's for sure, because they were beautiful, and she hand quilted everything. Many times she would take coloring books and she would project them onto the wall, trace them, and then make a pattern out of that and do cutouts. She would do hand embroidery on them. They're just beautiful. So when it came time for my second daughter, Amaya, she was like, well, what would you want on the baby quilt? And I told her I wanted a dragonfly. And she was like, kid, why do you got to keep me on my toes like that? But she did amazing. She ended up finding this textured fabric for the dragonfly wings, so she didn't have to do an embroidery work on it. I mean, it was just beautiful. But anyway, and it was done, the background was pink, and then the dragonflies were turquoise. So when this one came out, it just reminds me so much of the dragonflies that my grandma did on Amaya's baby quilt. I should try to pull that out and show you guys. It's so awesome. She was so good. You know, that's actually how I started cross-stitching, was when I was young. I would sew some things with my grandma, but I didn't take to quilting. And I think that woman was hell-bent on me having a needle in my hand of some sort, even if it took me basically 40 years to get there. But when I was a kid, she did teach me to cross stitch, and I dabbled in it basically all the way through when I was pregnant with Bella. She's now 23. But nonetheless, now that she's gone, I'm sad that I don't have that skill set and learn from her. My cousin Serena, I think she's really the only one out of all of us on that side of the family that really took more to it, but I don't know if she's still doing it a lot or not. But anyway, my grandma was just a great quilter. At her funeral, you know what, I'm going to put some pictures of that. At her funeral, we laid her quilts on all of the pews, so I'll go ahead and put this up there. And I might have a picture of that dragonfly quilt as well. I'm going to go back and see if I can dig those up, because they're just beautiful. Anyway, anytime I can show off her work or think about her is always fun. Last designer, I've already had Erin Elizabeth in the shop, so this is not a new designer to us, but I did restock on the Strawberry Biscornu. This has been like our #1 seller in the shop. I've had to restock quite a few times. Speaking of Biscornus, did you guys see the Biscornu book that Teresa Kogut came out with today? Whoo, it's amazing! I need to get that into the shop. I need to email Kevin before I leave this Airbnb today. It is so good. So freaking good. Anyway, I don't have that one right now, but this one is the Biscornu that I have. Strawberry Biscornu by Erin Elizabeth. She's a good one. I also brought in Blooming Biscornu. This is a new one. I love it. I don't know if I like the blue fabric, mainly because I like my colors to pop off a little bit more. And I think some of those colors might get lost a little bit, but here's the deal, you guys. There's not many colors here. 2, 4, 5 colors. I mean, switch them out, right? Do what you want to do. Make it yours. Don't follow the rules. Go with your feisty self and switch it up. Do whatever the hell you want. And the last one, this one I've been eyeballing for a long time, Sewing Tomato. This tomato is amazing. It's just great coloring. Can you believe that with how beautiful and colorful all that is, that she's only using 9 different colors in there? Like, really? That's awesome. Super surprised by that. So yeah, 93 by 109, so just about 6 by 7, depending on the size that you are stitching with, or size of fabric that you're stitching on. So I'm really noticing how sunburned I am here from this softball tournament, sitting out here in my pasty self. I'll be under the umbrella the rest of the weekend, but that's it. Welcome weekend in 2 weekends. You know, like I said, if you're still looking to join us, please reach out to Justine at Welcome Stitchery. Go onto her website, welcomestitchery.com. Go to I think it's the events or the calendar page. It might still show there if there's anything still available. And don't forget to like and subscribe here on my page. Follow me on Instagram, Fiesty Needle, Fiesty Stitcher. Hoping that I'll be back in about 2 weeks or so, because I do have a lot more product that's coming into the store. I have floss in the store now. Don't get too excited. It's 10 skeins, but you got to start somewhere. Dinky dies, not dinky dies. I do have some dinky dies in, but you guys already knew that. Weeks Dye Works. I'm going 10 at a time, from alphabetical, starting at A, all the way down to Z. So we've got 10 colors in. Got a few more coming, but it's a process, and I'm here for it, and I love it. So again, I'm Tona with the Fiesty Needle and the Fiesty Stitcher. I hope you all have a great rest of July, and go out and do something feisty. Stitch what you love.
Oh.